Hello and welcome to the next episode of Frostpunk 2. Now we are going to continue where we left off last time. We have made our city completely geothermal, so we don't need any coal anymore. We still even have a little bit of excess heat here for whatever we need to do. So we could consider to heat even those who are not warm currently, like here and here and here and here. That's going to make people really happy. And I have been thinking in between episodes, we do have about 90 weeks until the next cold season. And so we are not going to need coal for that whole time. Unless we make more housing districts, for example. So yeah, that's the thing, of course. But in general, we don't need anything for this to work now. Instead, we can continuously optimize what we got here and prepare for what is about to come. For example, we can work on increasing our stockpile of stuff and so on. So we want to still make the expansion here of this district here when the frost breaking is done, so that we can put the deep mining drill in the coal district here. And we want to, of course, fill up our stockpile here with coal. And due to the fact that we have all warm houses now, we could consider to change legislation here. And the thing we could change is surplus heat here. We do have heated commons, which is rising trust marginally, but fewer unhoused citizens die from cold. We don't have unhoused citizens. Instead, we have a lot of warm districts who generate additional heat stems, which we could use here. So we could go into heat auctions. However, we're definitely going to negotiate. We definitely need to negotiate here. Merchants are mostly for. If we were to pull them in, labor oversight sounds great. But that wouldn't be enough. The merchants are anyway mostly for it. So we could do a moss filtration tower. That maybe not a bad idea. Charcoal regeneration plant. Making coal from materials. Why not? Also a good option later on. But why not this one? It will reduce the squalor, which we get from one of the districts we have. So if we were to pick this, we would be at 42. But we do have the merchants, which are mostly hesitant. Not hesitant, but for it. So I think we can get 8 more merchants on our side. So let's do this. Research the moss filtration tower. And let's vote on it. And let's see how much we get for it. Oh! That was closer than expected. And individual contribution 12.4? Is that the individual contributions? Okay, we get 1 per thing here apparently, yeah. Okay. I think that's fine. I think that's reasonable. We are researching currently the teaching hospital to fight our disease problem, which is not really there, but we definitely need one. And that will also increase our research speed. So now we can expand this one here as we want it, like this. There we go. This one is getting the deep melting drill. It will require materials and increase squalor, so the moss filtration tower is not a bad idea here. And afterwards we can also bring up the coal mine again. What I wanted to find... Oh, there's a quest. Not a quest. A broken row. Greatory worsens with laborers. Yeah, okay. Now you're not going to restore that. Ooh, they really don't like this. So we make a promise to them. Nah. What would they... If we were to grant an agenda, what would they want? Accept all outsiders. Is that maybe something we want to do, though? Percentage of abstract workers marginally increase over time. Population growth marginally. Heat stamp income is marginally increased. How much do we get, though? We get 0.7 from that. That's really marginal now. We see in the other category, we see the income from the warm district. Housing's 3, dense housing 4. So that's definitely worth it. We could switch to... I don't know. I don't want to rush population growth here. That might cause other problems. So maybe we have to somehow bribe them eventually. Not sure how, but we will find a way. Now this one is almost empty now. And what I'm considering here is to make an oil district here. But also mine the remaining... Oh, wait a second. Do I still need to... Oh, yeah. I need to free up the center pieces here. So I want to make an oil district and get the remaining prefabs here. Teaching hospital is done. We're also going to make this immediately. What do we get from it again? Yeah. No heat costs, so that's great. And I think we're going to do immediately the moss filtration towers here. These ones here. Yeah. 6 weeks only. That's cheap. Let's do this. And we want to continue our coal district here. So we can now build something in there. A deep melting drill as well. And we can temporarily activate the food supply again. Where is our scouts? 10, 10, 5. Huge herd. Okay. So we do have 5 additional here. Can we expand this one more time? No, we can't. But we want to research something for the exploration now. When we have the time. So that might be one of the next technologies here. Deep melting drill here is what I want to do. And yeah, we do have a decent surplus of materials now. But it's just a decent surplus, it's not massive. Frozen forest, deep. Okay, so we still have a little bit of normal materials left, but also deep forest ones. City-loaded sales pitch. Stuart, the head of the Alcohol Monopoly office has a proposal for you. Our shops give people a taste of what they have been missing for years, but now they are clamoring for more. More variety, more shops, longer hours, better bargains. Why not give them what they want and increase our revenue at the same time? Some doctors worry promoting alcohol would lead to disease and dependency. But the extra funds could go to better services for all, medical care included. What do you say? Alcohol sales are necessarily even should not be promoted. Do we want to... what could go wrong, right? We need the money. It's not a lot what we got there, though. I already see the bad events happening here. Okay, we do have a fuel stockpile here. Yeah, that's all fine. Next research definitely has to be something with exploration. I think that's necessary. Nothing we can do here. Or rather, nothing that needs to be done here. And now we are making a lot of coal again. Of course, the stockpile is filled in 13 weeks, so that's a lot. But we wasted all of our steam now. Which is not too bad, though. I mean, we can just trim down here again. So that we don't need that. And we can also trim down this one here. It's anyway almost empty now. Okay, we are going to get population relatively soonish. And I also want to find new population. I don't think we have any new laws available currently. What we could do, though, is dig up here for workforce problems.
With our teaching hospital residents, mistakes are part of the learning process.
Mistakes are part of the learning process. Proteans rally expand. Stuart, empowered by your support, the Proteans have extended their activities to a new district. The members can be seen at every corner and now hold periodic rallies near the district's main hub as well. They ask again what they should focus on next to keep supporting the city. What should we say? We can get even more. I don't... I think I want more workforce still. Everybody should work. And we filled that demand. And can now do the moss filtration tower. Let's put it here. We still have a problem with money like crazy. So next topic, is there something we can make as a law here? Doesn't look like it. Everything looks decent. We could go into authority laws, but I don't think that's necessary. So instead, we now do the Frostland. I think we should start with the survivalist headquarters here. We could pick laborers here to increase their happiness here. I think the exploration time doesn't matter that much here. The slight difference. Yeah, it's only a little bit difference. Slightly decreased is decreased. Meh. So let's pick the laborers here to give them a bit more loyalty again. And so this one is under construction. We get 33 money per month. Wasting heat? What? Okay. No longer. In 14 weeks this one is gone. What we also want to do is fill our oil stockpile. So one of the next projects we definitely want to do when we got scouts again is to build the highway here from here to the city. However, there are two things I want to do now. I want to dig to the other side as well. So going up here. Can we go up here? Oh, we can. Well, in this case, let's take the fast route here. Because then we can also use the other way station and get another entry point, which might make things cheaper or faster. Ooh, we have a food deficit. Is that despite foraging? Looks like. Oh no, it's disabled currently. I don't know why we thought we had 25 teams in the start of the campaign. That's weird. Oh, we get more output when it's warm. Why did nobody tell me ever? Okay, we don't need that right away though. Is that the same here? Oh, they're already warm. Okay. So if we were to put this on warm as well, yeah, we would get 10% more output here. Crazy. Yeah, we do have the heat, so yes, please. I wish I had known that earlier. We should, however, prepare for the next housing district. But we are going to... Oh, wait a second. We can do this right away. So we can just tweak down the coal here to free up a bit of population. And then do a housing district here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should help against the population growth that's soon coming. And then we can... insulate that one as well, and therefore be even more, well, energy secure. Call it like this. Okay, and the research is almost done for the scout headquarters, and also what I want to do now is finish this one up here. So how do we want to form it though? Like, maybe like this, so that we can maybe put another district close to it if need be. I'm not sure what would be a good idea, but at least we can. There we go. Scout headquarters is done. And now the big question, what to do. There's scout training, of course, which would reduce the threat level per se. Oh, mechanized scouts only reduces exploration time, and this one decreases threat level. But maybe we want to do a law first. Labor organization. Ah, yeah, there was something like labor oversight here, but that cost us trust. We don't need to do this right now. Could go into the youth program here. Would give us percentage worker. Treatment. Research speed is marginally increased. Conservative treatment. We don't need that either. We have 205 research speed. Crazy. Maybe we want a maintenance hub now. Because that decreases the materials demand, and we do have quite a lot of that. Rail hub would increase efficiency, but costs a lot of materials. That's also not an option. Is there something else we can research? Worker shifts. Weather adjusted or machine centric? Meh. Workforce requirements is of course very nice. Waste management facilities. Scroller is extremely decreased. Waste incineration facility costs us 1 heat. No, we don't need that. Composite factories. Crude oil and materials is processed and remolded into new ones. So we would get just materials out of nothing apparently. Interesting. Here. Oh no, it's 80 oil upkeep. Sorry, I didn't see that one. Ooh, advanced geothermal plants. So we could go... Yeah, that's something for later. Settlement heating. Unlocks upgrading outposts to permanent settlements, which can provide unlimited resources. Yeah. That's something we want to do anyway. Installation that routes into deep deposits while simultaneously collect excess steam and redirect back to the district. Ooh. Efficiency. Ooh, that's awesome. Food and extraction. That's also something for later. We can take the intake adapter here to upgrade our generator further. Heat dispatcher. It's a building in district. We don't need that right now. We could go for more insulation. Or workplace insulation, actually. That's a lot of options here. I'm somewhat leaning towards the maintenance hub currently, because that's the one where we are, I would say, weakest currently. Despite food, but food can be fixed. So, that's ongoing, and our explorations are finishing. We are lacking workforce again. So we are going to... Let's shut it off completely for the moment. And now we are going to do a scout's headquarters here. Or could we maybe... Research hydraulic pump check? No. Build a moss filtration tower. We already did that. No. Legionaries are again not cool with anything. Promise to build a deep melting drill. We already built 2 of those. Ooh, but we could make one for food, right? We could move our food district to the unlimited food source. That might be a thing. I don't want to do opioids manufacturing nor the pleasure commons here, but the deep melting drill. Why not? Ah, we don't have money again. And we still need 22 weeks until we can get more of that. David Holm, carpenter, browsing a shelf stocked with different spirits. Oh, schnapps, never tried that before. Hints of strawberry. Wonder how they managed. Aged and infused with peat. Could be fun. But here's the good stuff. 120 proof with a special deal. Only today only. Buy 2 get 1 free. Anna's always moaning we are short on funds, so she will appreciate the bargain. Maybe we will have company over. Yeah. As expected, that leads to an increased consumption.
A new territory.
And we explored something. Here. Okay. A possible settlement. A huge machine provided steel for a nearby bridge and tunnels. A crew of thousands once lived here and worked within and below the machine. Some iron remains in its shaft. An outpost here could increase our supply by 250 materials until its deposit of 2.4 million materials is depleted. Okay, that's nice. Railroad to nowhere. A stretch of railways. A railway begins and ends near an isolated bluff. Our scouts searched the ground nearby and discovered a buried storeroom full of ready-made tracks on neat racks. Documents in a foreign picturesque language sit on a rotting desk. The only thing our scouts could read were the dates, and these long predate the Great Storm. We could haul the pieces to the city, though it will be easier to carry if we break it down into raw steel and timber. Yeah, we don't need the prefabs, we take the materials. A constant line of smoke arises from the camp's furnace over its wind-breaking walls. Nomads travel some distance out from the camp to hunt and scavenge, always returning with enough to keep their families alive. That said, they have heard there is nowhere safer than the city itself. 2,000. Yeah, maybe later. Not right now. We still have... Oh, there's also... This one is covered, right? Oh, interesting. Both at the same time. Oh, we also have still people here. And let's take these ones in. Possible settlement. We would get stockpiles here. Traveling workshop powered by cores lies abandoned after the smith passed away from double ponomier. Our scouts were lucky to stumble upon the site before any scavengers. They even managed to rescue the smith's dog, adopting it to join in their expeditions. Yeah, so we take the course here. So connecting these would be quite nice. And I think we should start working on a connection here from these dots to all of these. That would be useful. We also need a trade here for the coal. Definitely want the oil. And the big question now is, okay, this one would provide us with about... Yeah, I think we are going to... Oh no, wait, we have a growth tick as well, soonish. Yeah, we need to solve our food problem. We really need to solve our food problem here. I mean, we do have stockpile, but... So, there is a deep deposit here. So how about we start digging towards that? Like this, and then we can build a district around it. And we also should make a food stockpile building. Legionnaires begin protesting. Oh, again, come on. Stuart, the Legionnaires have decided to protest your rule. We are going to promise them to build a deep melting drill here. What did we lose? We lost filtration and a research institute. Yeah, maybe we should pay more attention where we build stuff. And... Let's promote them to get them loyal again. Okay, we got new worker. Some are sick, apparently. No, protesting, not sick. Okay, so we're going to make the food district here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Oh, that's already 6, okay. Does it make sense? We don't need the shallow ones, if we think about it. Instead, we want to maximize the... a potential hub. So... we could make... couldn't make a hub. No, that wouldn't work. We can make hubs here in these 2 tiles. No, that would also not work. Then we don't reach that. This one would work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So like this. We're going to build a district here. Yeah, it's dying down again. Super annoying, but fine. Can we promise them also something? Why do they want a subsidized housing block? I don't get it. I mean, we can research it and... I got achievement because I have so much heat production, apparently. And... Okay, people are coming in. Ah, we are so broke again. This one has still a lot of food available there. The protest ends. Our trust is high. We would need to make a food district here. These two... Like this, yes. And then we put a food stockpile in here. Great.
Please do not pilfer moss from the towers. It is crucial to the air filtration process.
And we need more housing. And we don't have the money.
The
Great.
Research Institute has proposed a new idea.
15 weeks still until we can get money from anyone. Oh, we could get something from the legionaries if we want to. Oh, we could get something from the Proteans. So we're going to do this. And here we can't. So that helps. So first a research. So that's done. I don't know what we should do here. We could build housing blocks in our housing districts to increase that. So that our housing districts are better. That might be something. I mean, we could promise that here. So... Research subsidized housing blocks. I mean, why not? So research it. One money we can afford for this happiness and housing gain. And now I would like to... Oh, this one is not close to a heating hub now. So, but we can expand this one. No, that's also not in range. Can we expand something that is in range of a heating hub? Yes, we can here. No, we can't. This one can't either. But this will be gone eventually. Okay, that means that we are going to prepare for another heating hub over here. So... Oh wait, this one is finished, right? Yeah, this one is finished. This one could expand. Which means we want a heating hub around here. Or here. Yeah, probably here. So like this. Man, we are so broke. Now this one is gone. I'm going to demolish it. We don't need this one either. We should send our scouts out. I completely forgot about that. Now I would like to connect everything, but we don't have the money for this. So we are going to stop food production again to send out our scouts now. Did that make these ones safe? No, this is still dangerous. But this one is safe now. So send 20 here. Hills. Oil and food can be discovered here. So let's do this. Oh, there are also workers here that we can still... Oh, we still have a lot of population in the field here. So we definitely don't need to change our outsider law. So let's upgrade this one as well. This one is already warm. Now this one is done.
For a detailed list of obituaries, please visit your local administrative office.
And now we can make the deep melting drill here. There we go. What? Where's the promise gone? Didn't we have... Oh, we didn't need to anymore. Because we already pacified them. Is that the way to go here? That would be weird. I mean, in that case, we can just shut this down. And keep this one running instead. So, with the research, we are going to make a subsidized housing block. And then our housing problem is again solved. We really need more money. Is there a law we can do? Ah, we can do alcohol ban now. Okay. But we don't want to. That's not worth it. Mixed message. Promote. Stuart, the Legionnaires wish to talk about your recent proclamation of support. You urge people to join us, for which we are grateful, but when they do, they are shocked to learn we do not support measures you have enacted, such as efficiency bonus and salvaging factory, which are in fact ideas of misguided Proteans. We ask you to make your stance clear with an unequivocal denunciation of the Proteans and all they stand for. What is your reply? We are not going to condemn the Proteans. We need to move away from the Proteans' agenda. No. We can only do one or... we are going to condemn the Proteans ones. Yeah, they don't like us now, I know. We could just promote them again. Let's see what happens. What could go wrong? What could go wrong?
The Research Institute
Okay.
has concluded its latest task and
And we got the housing thing. And we are going to promise them to also build it. So, subsidized housing block in here. There we go. Great. It can be built everywhere. Okay, that's interesting. Now, research. Workers' housing. Ooh, we can build housing immediately in the extraction district. That would increase efficiency. But I don't want to. Labor organization. Efficiency for the cost of trust. Legionnaires will really hate this. What do we do? In general, I would like to speed up our exploration here of the Frostlands. For which we would need more people. I mean, not people, but more stuff in regards to buildings here. So in these districts. By the way, we could now go to warm and activate this one. I would really like to... like this, but do we really need another one? We could build here. Do we have a hub which reduces that for extraction district, industrial? No, we don't have anything that reduces workers in logistic districts, so we still... yeah, we should... let's dig it up here first, and then we can make one optimized for a heating hub and so on as well. Okay. We need more money. We really... oh, research. I forgot. Yes, we need to pick something. Housing distribution. More housing would create tension. Merit house building would increase housing but would also provide heat stems. Only 4 weeks. Yep, let's do it. Let's do it. That sounds like a great idea. Because 10% more housing... yeah, that's one district of stuff. So actually we are going to build the logistic district and then we can start to pull people in again. Because that will provide us with 10% more housing. That's really a lot. So now let's build this here. Like a circle. Yep, so we can build a hub here. Or rather we could make it a bit more like this. Great. Yeah, I definitely want to connect the oil and so on from the Frostlands now. To get started on producing that as well. We might want to... yeah, we switch to goods here now. So that we have more surplus again. And we do have more money. Because we don't need that many prefabs currently. We have way too many of those. Crime is diminishing. Extremely increased by population size. So that says to me that we need a crime solution relatively soon. There we go. What? We only have... oh, that's a law. I always forget that some things are laws, yeah. And... we don't need a logistics bay yet. Heating now. Start insulating the district that we got. Or do the generator 2 upgrade. That's very expensive. But based on that tooltip, it would increase heat yield and cost us 3 cores. So we pick the proteins here. That's complicated. Air transport hub. That's really cool. Skyways, harvester hungers, resources, goods factories, charcoal plants, worker shifts. That's all interesting here. We also could use more food, but we have a second district available. We could push more into oil, but I think we are going to exploit the oil in the Frostland. So let's do the generator adaptive pumps. Do it for the proteans here. But why do we only have... Ah, yeah, because it's a law. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, negotiate for it. The Proteans want this. Merchants want this as well. We could negotiate with the laborers here. Build a workers' village. I mean, why not? The workers' village might be nice in a food district, right? No, I don't think so. Is there something where we could use it? I mean, the benefit of this is it costs only 100 workforce and it's just one heat stamp, but provides 20 shelter and increases efficiency in the district. So we could put that on the oil in the city. So let's do this. Let's research a worker village. Right? Because mandatory units we don't want to. Yeah, why not? Never used that. So let's try it out. And more housing is always a good idea.
The eyes have it.
There we go. And now we are up to 22 surplus. Yes, perfect. And you are livable, so you are going to get a little bit more heat. So that we have 20 of those. And we are going to pull in... Wait a second, do we have the... Yes, we do have the other exit here now. So we can... Nice. That's what I wanted. Perfect. We can now make this connection here. And we are going to... pull in this folk here. That's 20 housing. Yep, that's perfect. And then we can deactivate the food again. And then these guys somewhere. $25 for those here. It's all a lot of... Maybe we do need another possible findings materials. On the other hand, maybe we want to start building more paths. So we can already connect the food colony here, because we are going to need that anyway. So let's start here. At the other one. Yeah, it's going to the lowlands here. Let's build this for the moment. That's all we can make. Because our scouts will also be faster along these paths when they are constructed. So let's build some Frostland infrastructure up.
People of the city, your council has voted.
Your council has voted. Okay, materials is also almost full. That's good. We definitely want to connect the larger stockpile outpost. We can now trim this down. We don't need to right now. Okay, and the oil is connected. Nice. So we do have an oil income here now. 239 weeks. So if we keep this running, it will run out before the whiteout hits, so that's good. So why not? But it definitely tells me wait a second, this one is not expanded yet. And this one over here, we expanded this one, right? Yes, we did. We get 20 plus 5. And here we get 15 plus 5. Okay, so we get additional 5 from the expansion. And okay, let's explore what's here. Common herd. Reindeer are known to live in this area, feeding on lichen growing above hidden hot springs. An outpost here could increase our supply by 70 food until its deposit of 29,400 food is depleted. Yeah, we could harvest that. Tar pits. A pool of dark snow marks where oil has naturally risen to the surface. Our crews must be careful to harvest the precious fuel without exposing it to the heat of the lamps or torches. Yeah, can we just make a quick connection? Where is the next pin? Really up here? Okay, apparently we have to... Or can we just connect here? Wait a second, where's the... I'm going here, right? Yeah. And we don't need to connect this right now. Let's keep scouting. 25 here. It's safe by now, so that's good. So let's stop... Oh no, this is disabled already. Okay, then we send them somewhere else for the moment. Let's go here. 18 weeks. And we are going to continue building up our scouts to start really accessing that stuff here. We also want to make a food colony here. But that's going to be a bit away either as well. That would solve our food problems. Even though we don't really have food problems here. So I don't know if we need the outposts right now. We can still mine everything we have in the... Yeah, in the... around our main base here. We need to fix our money problem. I mean... We are making 41, so it's surprising that we are still broke. Okay, down here. What do we have here left? I think it's just a fuel stockpile. Yeah, right. That's good. Ah, yeah, we wanted to do something against the crime rate. Yeah, we knew that's something we need to do. And... food will go down, but we have deactivated stuff. This one is operating full capacity. This one is deactivated. We could expand this one. Yeah, we can. So let's do this. Let's mine this dry. Oh, this one would be a good location for the workers' village there. I think that's a good idea. And can we make a promise to the destroyed teaching hospital? No. Pleasure Commons. Why do you... Why? Why? Why would they want that? I don't get it. Hey, we have 5 people again. So we get another 10 here in a second. So we can send these guys to the food again. And the generator upgrade is done, and our 10 scouts are available. So can we send them? Let's send them here. And to finish up this episode, let's build the generator pumps here. So we need to wait a little bit. And we should make some kind of cheap technology in between. Right. Yeah, let's do the workplace insulation. Ooh, that costs 100, but still. We're gonna need that anyway. So let's take... Oh! We wanted to do the village... Yeah, okay, we can do it afterwards. No stress here. I forgot. I want more money. We need 300. That's a lot of cash. Ooh, it gets only colder now.
From all the city, the council gathers.
Yeah, but we are perfectly prepared for this one. This one might be a bit harder. So we have to see if we have enough heat for that. We are on merit, almost done. Which is not a good thing, though. Oh, we are on 300 already. Okay, so let's pimp our generator. And I think we can... Oh, what's happening here? Hauling buckets up the stairs. Veronica Petit. The elevator broke again. It's a newcomer's kids, I'm sure. Little imps ride it up and down all day. Parents are no better. They push into the queues, buy up all the meat, get drunk and rowdy like wild animals. Yeah, okay. It's fine. I wanted that. And... no, there's no law. Nothing we need to do. What I wanted to do is we can pull money. Yes. There we go. And here as well? No, but here probably. Yes. And laborers? Yeah, we should wait with the laborers until we have filled their promise so that they don't drop too low. Okay, and now let's finish that one up. And we could also here... I want to... I know, we wanted to build the housing district here, so that's something for the next episode. In this case, let's just wait until the adaptive pumps are done.
Have your ticket ready when boarding city transport.
And let's see where we are afterwards. So, we are currently at only 185 heat needed. So... What? Allocated heat? Oh, surplus is 100. Okay, sorry. And heating hubs are 90. So we are not using any coal, not any fuel, oil. And yeah. So let's see what we get afterwards. 465 from this. And now we have the upgrade done. And we can select the one we want to... Wow. That makes it a lot better. So we can make steam a lot better here. Now we have 300 steam available still. Which means we can fire up every district we want to again. Come on. Heat overlay. Don't do weird things. I think everybody is already on warm. Oh no, this one is not. There we go. Allocated heat requirements. Yeah, no districts have temperature level below livable. Impressive. And there is probably another upgrade afterwards here. Generator upgrade 3. Oil, steam, and coal yield more heat. Unlock symbiotic support generator bonus, which gives a passive boost to housing, heavy industry, or food production districts. Interesting. So that's also an impressive upgrade here. But 650 money! Wow! And 40 cores. Where are we supposed to get 40 cores from? Wow. Oh, wow. Probably need to do... I mean, this one would also cost us a core, yeah. Man, that's going to be expensive. But it's probably a pretty big upgrade again. Now to just say about what we have to prepare for, I would assume that when it's relatively similar to the Whiteout in Frostpunk 1, we would expect temperatures of minus 120, something like this. Maybe worse. So that would require us to provide a lot of heat. And currently our heat levels here, we are good. We are really good to go, but yeah. That will still take time to prepare for everything. We can even reduce our heat intake further when if we were to use the workplace insulation now next. But we don't need to. Not right now. We could also consider tapping that oil here now. But I think we should manage our money invest that on increasing our money income. Because that's our biggest problem here still. And explore the Frostlands even further. Which means that we should consider, after the housing blocks, that we want to do the logistics bay. And maybe then a scout training. So these are all relatively fast. 4 weeks, 5 weeks. That's something we are going to do next episode. Leave a like and subscribe, and see you next time.